2 Corinthians 12, 9, and 10, it talks about taking pleasure in troubles, difficulties, and challenges. And I really struggled with that verse because it even goes on to say even further that when I am weak, then he is strong. And weakness wasn't something that I grew up showing. And so I struggled with that verse until we got down here to the Grand Canyon. We've talked about Lee, we've talked about my buddy Tom. Well, Tom taught me how to be a river boatman. And so I thought I'd teach you how to be a river boatman today so that you can deal with troubles, difficulties, and challenges in a different way. The first thing that Tom taught me when you're running a rapid is that you've got to get up and scout it out, and you've got to look for the starting point or the tongue. The second thing that you have to do is you have to identify the obstacles. The third thing you have to do is plan your course. And then the fourth thing is to find a marker rock to stay on track. When you do that, you are pretty well prepared to run the rapid. And so you're ready to run a rapid on the Grand Canyon. But you see, most of us are never going to get that opportunity. But what we do have an opportunity to do is to deal with troubles, difficulties, and challenges in everyday life. So let's take those 4 points and let's turn them into a spiritual realm. Number one, look for a starting point or tongue. What's your starting point? I want you to take 4 verses and use them to deal with troubles. Here's my verse, Deuteronomy 10, 12, and 13. And it says that we are to love the Lord our God with all our heart and all our strength. We are to remember his commandments, to keep his commandments. When we do that and troubles come, things are going to be very different than if we rely on our own strength. The second point, identify the obstacles. I look at Galatians 5, 19 to 21, and it lists a bunch of things in there that are very normal on everyday TV. But you know what? Those things aren't normal. Those things of adultery, fornication, uncleanness, that's a consequence of the fallen world. We don't want that to be normal to us. Make sure that you're normal, that your obstacles, you can identify them and not fall prey to them, because Satan is busy. Number 3, plan your course. Well, mine is 2 Timothy 3, 14 to 15. And God says to continue down the things that you have learned from a child, the Holy Scriptures. If that is your plan, to use the Scriptures to deal with troubles and difficulties, man, things would be totally different than if you're just trying to rely on your own strength. Now that last one, find a marker rock to stay on course. Mine, Psalm 144, 1. Blessed be the Lord, my rock. You see, when the Lord is our rock, we're not going to waver. Make sure that you've got a solid rock that you can keep your focus on so that when the troubles come, you don't get out of whack. Satan is very good at having us run down bunny trails. Don't do that. Today, remember your 4 verses, keep your 4 points so that when the troubles come, you can deal with them. Hey everybody, Carl Kerby here. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, check out one of these other videos. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel and visit our website at rforh.com. Adios.